In this video, we'll look at the best crypto wallets we can use to store our crypto safely. There are three major types of wallets which we'll go through. Also, there are many different brands that offer these, so we'll go through all of the different options and the coins that they support and the different user experiences that they have, because they are very different. I'll leave timestamps for everything down in the description. I'll also leave links below to all of the wallets' websites and other info pages so you can dig a bit deeper. But what we need to do is choose what type of wallet is best for us. There are three major types of wallets, as you can see here. You have software wallets. These are just free to download on your device, never cost anything. There are hardware wallets, which will cost you a little bit of money, maybe $30 to $80. These are like small USB sticks or other specific devices. And then you have MPC wallets, known as multi-party computation wallets. These are a type of hot wallet, but the differences between all of these is how they generate and store the private key of the wallet. The private key is the thing that you need to spend coins out of the wallet. And so if we own that private key, we own the wallet. It's the most important thing in crypto. And so how it's generated and stored is the important thing that we need to understand. And then we can choose which type we want to actually use. So the private key is actually stored and created differently depending on the device. And of course, software wallets on your phone may be slightly less secure than a hardware wallet, which has the private key offline. And then MPC is something different altogether, which I'll explain in a second. So let's go through how a wallet is created to know that actually it doesn't matter which application that you use. It just matters that you own the wallet and the private key of the wallet. So whichever wallet that you use, it will generate the wallet for you. So these are just applications. The wallet is on the blockchain. These applications don't create or own the wallet at all for you. That's yours because you own the private key. When you create the wallet, what happens is you get your wallet address, which is like an email address. That's where people can send you coins. And then you get the private key. Now, this is the important thing because you own this and therefore you have the ability to spend coins out of the wallet. You can think of this maybe like a password. So if you own the password, you have access to the wallet. But if someone else has the password, they also have access to your wallet. So it's really important to keep this safe and out of the hands of hackers or anyone else. The third thing we get is a seed phrase. You can think of this like a master key. So if you have the seed phrase, which is usually 12 to 24 words, you can reload your wallet on any other device and any other application. So it doesn't matter if you have a Trust wallet and then one day you want to switch to an OKX wallet. You don't have to create a new wallet. You can just use your seed phrase to reload the wallet that you have on a different application. So how the private key is stored and held is very, very important. How this seed phrase is stored and held is very, very important. So that's the difference between these wallets. So let's go back to software. These create your private key on your phone or your desktop, and they keep it there. So obviously it's connected to the internet at all times, potentially open to more hacks or viruses. Hardware wallets generate your private key offline and keep it on the device at all times. Therefore, it cannot be hacked because it's not connected to the internet. There we have MPC. Now what this does is actually take the private key and it splits it up into three different shares. You have one on your device, you have one on your cloud account, and you have one on the wallet provider's account. Now these private keys are encrypted, and so no one actually knows what the private key is, but when you put two of them together, you can essentially sign a transaction and spend money out of the wallet. Which one is the best and safest? I have this right here so you can see. I'll just get myself out of the way as well. Software wallets have the private key on the device, which is unsafe potentially. They also give you a seed phrase of 12 to 24 words, which you have to write down specifically. That means you have to keep it in a notebook or a piece of paper or something like that. Then the seed phrase is free, of course, because it's a software wallet that you download for free. This is private. Nobody knows what you're doing as long as you keep everything in your own way. Then we have hardware wallets. The private key is generated and stored offline because it's on that wallet. The seed phrase that they give you, 12 to 24 words, you just have to write that down on a notepad. So potentially that's an issue. And of course, it costs money to buy these. This is private because you don't have any digital signature. However, the wallet provider that you buy from is going to have your name and address. And so if they get hacked, you may actually receive some phishing attempts or anything like that. MPC is different. What happens to the private key is that they split the private key up 3 ways. They encrypt it, and no one actually knows what the private key is. But as long as 2 of the stores come together, either from your phone or the wallet provider or your iCloud, you can sign transactions, spend coins, and then you can reload the wallet by putting 2 of the pieces together again. The seed phrase is encrypted and split up. The seed phrase, as you can see here, this is free. You don't pay for these wallets. The only downside here is that it does require a login at the wallet provider. You don't need any info here apart from an email address, so you can use a separate email address. There's no personal information given, but it does require a login, so just to be sure there. Which one is the best? Definitely hardware wallets are great if you want full self-sovereignty and no digital signature. Software wallets are free and easy to use, but you might as well use an MPC wallet if you're looking for a software wallet, because these are just slightly safer in the way that they store the seed phrase. Now let's look at the most popular software wallets in crypto. So we have some big brands here. This is Coinbase's wallet. You also have Trust Wallet, which is Binance's wallet, although it's a separate brand, but it's under the Binance umbrella. You have Exodus wallet right here, which is also fantastic. You have MetaMask and you have Rabby. You can see the supported coins right here. So Trust and Exodus have great support for Coinbase wallet. There's a few coins or blockchains that just aren't supported. And for these two, these are DeFi type wallets. And so they only support Ethereum and Ethereum chains. So the hot wallet can create its own wallet for you, but it can also act as a way of interfacing with dApps, and you can link up your hardware wallet with that. The way you do that is plug your hardware wallet into the computer, link the application, and then use the hardware wallet to sign your transactions. So you can see that right here. You can use them as interfaces, or you can use them as standalone wallets. So let's have a look at a few of them. This is Trust Wallet right here. Very simple. You have multi-chain or multi-coin support down at the bottom, Bitcoin, BNB, Ethereum. You can swap cross-chain. So if you have some assets on one chain, you can swap them. That's on DeFi chains if they support that. You also have these browser tabs where you can use applications if you want to do that. So if we can see Coinbase wallet right here, links very well with the Coinbase exchange. You can see NFTs. You can see all of your different coins across the chains that are supported, and you can send them in and out of the wallet. You have swap features in most of these wallets as well, but again, that's going to be dependent on the chain that you're using. So that's too much for this video. This is Trust Wallet right here. Very good coin support. You've just seen that as well. As I said, Binance's application. Exodus is third party, so they're not an exchange or a big provider, but they concentrate fully on providing the Exodus wallet, and 50 plus networks are supported, and they use the Exodus across mobile or desktop as well. It's a great wallet to use. It has very, very good support for a lot of different chains, and you can use hardware wallets with this as well. So you can use the hardware wallet to store your crypto, but because Exodus is such a good application, you can use the app to actually interact with dApps or other things. So it's very good to use. Then we have MetaMask here, like I said, EVM only. This was developed for Ethereum, best on browser. And then you have Rabby, which is a kind of newcomer. It's very highly used by a lot of DeFi users because it's easy to use, it looks great, and it has a lot of features that DeFi users want. So in terms of hot wallets, these are the major ones. But like I said, you don't have to stick to one wallet. As long as you have your wallet seed phrase, then you can reload it into any of these applications and use the one that best suits you. You can even use 2 or 3 at the same time because your seed phrase or your private key is in the wallet. You can load it in there and use them. So these are great to use. These are the most popular ones within crypto. Now let's come to the most popular hardware wallets in crypto. Ledger and Trezor are definitely the most popular. These two right here. Ledger has had some bad press recently. They made some product decisions that people didn't like. And also their code is closed source, although they have committed to making it open source. Trezor's has been open source the whole way. Now they have a few different devices that you can look at. This is Trezor's right here. So they have the Model T, and they have the Trezor Safe 3. Now, some differences here would be in the supported coins or the design of the device. This one has a touchscreen, this one doesn't. And you can see some of the other features that they have. So you can go through that in your own time. I'll leave links to all of these below. But essentially what they do is have a secure chip. They generate the private key on that, and then that's it. Every time you want to use this, you have to plug it in to the device that you want to use. Now, these will have their own applications as well, because if you want to send a transaction, you have to obviously see the application to do that. So they have their own apps, but what you can also do is actually link your hardware wallet with these software wallets as well, and just use your hardware wallet through these. So you can really just mix and choose whichever you want. In terms of Ledger, they have 3 devices, and you can see most of them are very similar in the coins and the blockchains that are supported, but you just have some different features here. So this one has a larger screen, this one is a bit smaller, and the Ledger Nano X has Bluetooth if you want to connect it to your phones a little bit easier. So I'll leave links below to some specific comparisons, but those are very popular hardware wallets that most people use. Ledger and Trezor have been around a long time, but there are many other types of wallet providers these days, just with some different use cases. So you can see Tangent down here and Keystone Wallet right here. These are slightly different devices. So let's have a look at that. For Tangent, what they actually do is generate your seed phrase and your private key, but instead of making you write it down on a piece of paper or buying a steel sheet to etch in the seed phrase, what Tangent do is just store the seed phrase on 3 different cards. And these are like credit card devices. So you never actually see your seed phrase. You don't know what it is. You don't write it down. As long as you have one of the cards, you can use the wallet. And if you have the cards and you lose the others, you can buy new cards and then just make sure you have one card, because as long as you have one card with a seed phrase, you can then share it to the other cards. So you never write down or store a seed phrase, and you have the card that you link with your phone. You use NFC to set it up. Once you set one up, you can then obviously set up multiple other cards and share that seed phrase among the other cards. But of course, if someone has this card, they won't be able to access the wallet because it's set up with your device and a PIN number that you create. So they wouldn't be able to use the card in any way. It has to be with the PIN number that you set up when you create the cards. So this is trying to eliminate the seed phrase issue with writing it down and just having it a little bit of a more ergonomic form factor for these. The way that you use the wallet is through their application, and you can link this with other software wallets via scanning QR codes. And so you can pretty much use any software wallet that you want, but you need the card with your phone to sign the transactions. Then you have something like Keystone, which is fully open source. Again, this is more like a hardware device. And how you link this with wallets is by using the camera on here. So because this is open source, many people use this. You can see they have very good link ups with Bitcoin wallets and EVM wallets right here, OKX, MetaMask. All you do is just open the MetaMask wallet and say that you want to link the Keystone and just scan the QR code. You can use Keystone standalone as well. It is open source and it has 3 secure element chips and a fingerprint scanner as well. So if you have 3 different users here, you can log 3 different fingerprint scans and each one would open their own respective wallet. So if you have a family or multiple people, you just buy the Keystone. So there are many different ways to go around the hardware route. And these are really the most popular for most users right now. The main 2 MPC wallet providers as of making this video are Binance and OKX. Trust Wallet will be making an MPC wallet as well. That should be coming out sometime soon. But the way that you get these wallets is by having an exchange account. And then up at the top, you can see Web3. So if you click that, it just automatically creates a Web3 wallet for you. So you have an address, and your private key, like I said, is split up 3 ways, and you have one share on your iCloud if you need to recover. All you need to remember is a PIN number or a password that you create when setting up the app, and you have access to many different coins right here. You can also scan using the QR code scanner to link to applications. There's also a Discover tab where you can search for any application that you want to use and store your coins. So this way doesn't have any seed phrase issues, but it is linked to your account. And that may not be great for some people who want full self-sovereignty and don't want to link them up. So there are many different options with wallets on how to store your private key or seed phrase, and that's up to the individual user. I'll leave links to everything and other information I mentioned in this video down below. I'm James, this is MoneyZG. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.